Thank you. I was touring in Iceland with a fellow named MAH06073. Have you heard of him? Well, you should. He's really, really good. And he's a nice person too. Very, very, very nice person. And his father is Helgi Peterson, who played in a wonderful popular Icelandic group. Anyway, I was on tour with him somewhere. I don't know where we were, but a guitar player, you know this song, Brother, Sister, what they call you? We should not introduce it. You say you love her like a sister, but I know you can't resist her. Look what she had done. She's your lover now. When you hold her, when you kiss her, say for me that I missed her. God for her. She's still young. Please don't argue, please don't fight. I'll come home drunk in the middle of the night. She doesn't like that. I feel lonely. Show her something new today. Bring her a present along the way. She likes that. Don't move in on her too fast, and don't be jealous of it won't last. Take your time with her. Sometime with her, 'cause I feel nothing. I don't do just what you say you'll do and show up on time, but before you do, shave. You say you love her like a sister, but I know you can't resist her. Look what you've done. She's yours. Thank you so much. I have one more song, and I'd like to dedicate this one to the Vina Tarta recipe that Arlen is, she is the best at it in the entire world. And this is one thing we can certainly boast about here. Make sure that you absolutely try it. It is a recipe that left Iceland and came to Manitoba, and nobody knew it existed in Iceland until it was reintroduced by Western Icelanders recently. And at least that's what I've been told. And I think it's true. And Arden makes the best Vina Tarta in the world. Did I say that? And she makes a couple of different versions of it. She makes an apricot one, and then I brought one home from Banff, and it was made with a rhubarb that grows in the dark. And when I showed it to my kids, they said, "You mean it glows in the dark?" And I said, "No, the rhubarb grows in the dark." And they still didn't hear it. And they said, "Oh, can we see it?" And I wanted to see if it doesn't glow in the dark. So that's the next thing, right? Probably. Yeah. You can make it glow in the dark. That was funny. I just laughed really ridiculously in the microphone. Okay, so. And Helena talked deeply about the Pilsner. And I just want to add that this is, as far as I understand, that this is something that happened in the 1940s when a German U-boat struck a ship that was on one of those convoys, and a box of hot dogs washed up on the shore of Iceland, and they were still good because the ocean was cold enough to keep them preserved, and the fish hadn't eaten them because I guess there were so many. Anyway, they arrived on shore and they buried them in the sand for 10 weeks, and then they dug them up, and yes, well, I don't want to go into further detail about that, but so that's a made-up story. But it's really quite something. When you bite into this thing, it pops, and it's such an incredible thing. You just would not necessarily equate Iceland with the best hot dog in the world, but now that's the case, because whatever Iceland touches, they want to make it the best in the world. So make sure that you do it properly in the order that Lena said, and the ingredients are very, very unique. The ketchup there, the tomatoes come from Iceland. They're grown in the hothouses there, and it's sweetened by applesauce. And the mustard, as far as I remember, is made from a certain cabbage that's all beautifully, what do you call that, pureed together? Yeah. And I'm probably forgetting a couple other things. But yes, follow Helena's instructions and make sure you get one before you go, even if you're full. Get it in, it's like eating the hot dog eating contest. Okay. I'm feeling silly. There's a song some of you have probably heard a few times. It's called Lake Winnipeg, and it's a song about my grandfather who was a fisherman on Lake Winnipeg. My mom grew up in a fishing camp until she was 13, and then Grandma sent her into the city because she didn't want her around all the fishermen. So, but it's a song about my grandfather. Okay. My name is Lindy Vopjord. Thank you so much. Happy Independence Day. And I have CDs if you'd like. I was only 3 years old when they threw me from the window of the house wherein my parents felt the blaze. Raised in a family where they did the best they could for me. To the age 13 I was on the lake. They called me Jumbo cause I swam from Iceland High School. On the lake Winnipeg. I hauled the fish into the whitefish boats. On the lake Winnipeg. old Icelandic song about a man riding on his horse as fast as he can towards the sunset, because when the sun sets in Iceland, the little people and the outlaws come out and don't catch you. Ríðan, ríðan, regnir renna sól á bergið. Hér á reykir lakkaróni, og því berast hjá júbis. So near they laid me down, with my brothers one and all. But it's up to the sky, to Valhalla I will fly. Well, all is done and said, what's left to say about the way I trained for years? They grew up and they turned out. Amazing artist from Iceland, and you saw her sing the incredible, most beautiful version of Thorso, the love song. Thank you. And I am so happy to be here, and it's wonderful that we're doing this. I'd like to thank Lena, our ambassador, for being such a star, for really putting an effort also behind this wonderful event to really make a stamp in the importance of this day to all of us. Thank you, Lena.